question of who am I is the beginning of endless questioning. The question of what am I is the end of all questioning. The difference between these two questions is where we will begin our journey to Satori. First, let us address the who. You can never discover who you are because there is no who to be found. Who you were as a baby is different from who you were as a teenager. And who you were as a teenager will be different than who you are as an adult. This is to say that as the body changes, the idea of who you are changes with it. So if the who is always changing, as the body is always changing, then we cannot search for a who, because there is no who to be found. But why then are so many searching for a who? It is because they identify with their body and cannot see beyond their mind-limited view. When looking for a who, we look for a person. When looking for a person, we look for an identity. But your identity is merely an idea of the mind based upon how the world has influenced you. Our parents played an incredible role in influencing our identity. The movies we watched, the people we follow on social media, the podcasts we listen to, the friends we choose, the books we read. Everything is influencing us all the time. And the beings looking to become someone are simply allowing external influences to determine their internal state of being. And here lies the root of all suffering. When we try to become something or someone, we miss our innate perfection. And this is the birthplace of separation or duality. To rediscover the inner peace that has always been within us and can never be lost, we must stop searching for who we want to be and simply start being here now. Now that we have addressed the false foundation upon which the question of who am I stands, let us discuss the question that ends all questioning. What am I? When we ask ourselves this question, we can more easily transcend personhood and the mind, because the question does not pigeonhole us into searching for a person who cannot be found. Now that we are no longer fixating on looking for a specific who, we are open to the possibility that our true nature is far greater than merely being a physical vessel people call Taylor or Claudia or whatever your birth name is. Now listen carefully to these words. The gift of who comes at the cost of what? This is to say that if you wish to identify as a person, then you will die without knowing your true nature. Now, my child, before we go any further in this journey to the waterfall of Satori, where your inner peace remains, let us do a little meditation. You can close your eyes if you'd like. I want you to put aside your identity and put aside the person you take yourself to be. Put aside the person you once were. Put aside the person you want to be. Put aside all the ideas you hold of the past, the present, and the future. Very good. Now we are empty together. We have put our minds aside, and we have become blank, like a perfect canvas that has yet to be painted. As this blank emptiness, we go through the jungle together in the eternal moment as one unified, indivisible, infinite whole. The what that you are is the entire canvas, while the who that the many take themselves to be is merely the paint. Just as we become mesmerized by a painting's beauty, we forget that hidden behind the paint lies the unchanging, blank canvas. The true nature of this imaginary who that so many seek to find is the infinite canvas upon which the universe is painted. The mind cannot understand this, as the mind is only the paint upon the canvas. But the I, hidden behind your two eyes, my child once opened, has the power to subjectively see and realize one's eternal nature as the infinite canvas upon which all that is remains. What I am telling you, my child, is that you are the universe. You are God. And here lies the birthplace of responsibility. Only the brave will accept this truth, because it means that everything that has happened to you actually has happened for you. Billions of souls in this world there are who are not ready to accept this as true, because they still want to believe that they are victims of this world, that someone else is to blame for all their troubles. They cannot yet accept that they chose the human experience and that they are the ones choosing to suffer. It is the brave ones who have accepted their traumatic experiences as gifts. The adversity we face is the opportunity our souls receive to transcend duality and relinquish our negative karma accumulated through many lives. You are the I behind the who you seek. Yet you take yourself to be the who that seeks the I. When Satori happens, you remember what you could have never forgotten. It is like knocking on the kingdom doors for many years, and then one day the door opens. But to your surprise, you realize you were knocking from the inside. You cannot search for my kingdom while being outside of it. You can only think that you are outside of my kingdom. But in truth, all children are in my kingdom. None there are that I reject. All have the opportunity to return to me, Lucifer included. Yet make no mistake, if you choose evil, you will experience hell. If you choose love, you will experience heaven. Jesus Christ reminds us to love thy neighbor as thyself. For being unconditionally loving towards all of life ensures that one's soul will go to the heavenly realms upon death. This, my child, is why you have come to this purgatorial domain known as Earth. On this planet, you have the maximum karmic opportunity to purify your soul, relinquishing all negative karma. If this planet were an angelic domain, in which only peace and love prevailed, you would not be faced with the opportunity to choose the light over the dark, to transcend duality, to transcend the seas of samsara, to reach Satori, to surrender the person fully and become the infinite blank canvas. The Buddha reminds us, rare it is to be born a human. Rarer still it is to have heard of Satori. And most rare it is to pursue Satori. Satori means enlightenment, and this, my child, is the supreme goal of any being on this planet. This is what you have come to remember Your soul longs to be in peace. We are approaching the waterfall of Satori. Let us take 3 breaths together before we go any further. Inhale with me. Now exhale like this. Let's do 2 more breaths. Last one. Welcome to the Fountain of Satori. Taylor has done his part in bringing you here, but he can take you no further. Drinking from this fountain is up to you. As a celebration of us making it this far in this state of boundless being, as the unchanging, indivisible, infinite, ineffable, pure consciousness that the Vedas called Supreme Being, the Christ called the Father, the Buddha called Nirvana, and Zen calls Satori. Let us sing the song of creation by oming together. Let's breathe in. Peace be with you. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope this brings you closer to that place that you could never be far from. Amen. Oh, I love you. Adonai. It is hot, and we are filming this thing. Woo. Haven't eaten today. There's like 100 things buzzing and stinging me. I got one left on the shirt. creative and go like this. Take 3. I should be using 2 microphones, but I don't want to set up 2 microphones, so I'm just gonna hunch over and do the world's most awkward ohm. That's a good crack. Yeah. You're trying to eat my roll, huh? Purity Pals production! Yay! Purity Pals! Yeah! That's a wrap.